Welcome back, guys, to Los Nueces. I figured I should probably start recording before I do a little too much. So I fixed our water problem. Last episode, we were having an issue where it was just telling me I didn't have water no matter what I did. So I actually ripped out the entire water system and I replaced the water pipes here. I think maybe they were too far away, which is kind of dumb in my opinion because of how this map is. There's not a lot of water to begin with, but whatever. So that's working now. And then I also expanded the freeway system. I kept it going this way, and eventually perhaps we'll go up here. But obviously I'm running out of room up there. I also connected this up, and I tore out a lot of the industrial area because we are going to be working on some of the industrial stuff. So we won't need this area as much. We can see we do have that industrial demand coming in, so that will be something we do need at some point. But for right now, I think we'll be okay. Most of our guys over here and the rest of town are doing okay. One issue we're having right now is dead people waiting for transport, just because, of course, we remember the cemetery is all the way up here. May put some type of mortuary down here. I have it running on 3 speed so I can get money right now, but I wanted to go ahead and start recording so that I could show you guys what's going on. Now, people should be able to get pretty much across town. I do want to add a really quick on-ramp and off-ramp right here, which will allow people to get on and off the freeway and get to the other side of town. And that was something that I kind of didn't realize that they were really needing until now. So if I go ahead and grab this, we're going to make a couple intersections here, but I don't want to make the intersections too... I don't want to make them mess up the terrain too much. So I think we're going to do actually a large flyover right here. Just like that. Angle it back down. There. And we'll leave that there for now. And then on this side, we're going to go ahead and grab that. And this can just quickly go down into the ground. It doesn't need to keep on going up like this one. This one is the one we're going to need to lower down. And we're going to send it right into here. But I think we can lower it down a little quicker than that. Maybe like that. Does that look too steep? It does look a little steep. Take it a little bit longer. Doesn't need to look perfect, but we do want to make sure it looks all right. And I am going to actually add a little bit of a curve in here, like so. And then, yeah, we get to the ground with that curve right there. And then on this side, we can go ahead and add, like we said, an exit that kind of curves around and wraps around like this. I don't want to take up too much room. I do want to be able... Maybe I'll put the exit down here. Just have a really long exit. Maybe that'll be alright. Let's actually swap this out then. We're going to swap this to a 2-lane highway, so it's almost going to be like they're merging into a smaller highway here. Coming down towards the ground there, and then coming around this way and feeding into our street there. Then we're going to go ahead and grab our highway ramp, and we're going to feed that right there into there. And we can actually even upgrade this to a 3-lane highway at the very end. So we'll have 3 lanes going into that. And then that should allow them to exit the freeway, which will be nice. We are having some massive problems over here. I'm going to go ahead and pause the game now that I have enough money to continue to build roads and such. We now need a way for them to get on and off the freeway over here. And hopefully we get it to look a little bit better than this. This looks alright, but definitely want to try to do better than that as I continue to work on the city. As City Skylines gets more complicated, as you get higher up, there becomes issues like this where you just kind of have to fix something. So we're going to put a little intersection here. This one's going to be a lot easier because we're just going to go ahead and make an intersection and add the on-ramps just like that. So if you want to go that way, you'll take that one. If you want to go this way, south, you can go underneath. And hopefully I can connect this up somehow. Oh, that doesn't look great, does it? No, it doesn't. Oh, can we fit it underneath? This is what I'm trying to fit it under. Yeah, so that's a problem. Should we put the intersection on the other side then? Yeah, I think we should put the intersection on the other side. Let's break that. So let's plan this out. If we have an intersection road going right through like this. Yeah. Just like that. And then that could curve. Okay. So if we have a 2-lane highway, well, a 2-lane one-way street would be fine, I guess. So we make that there. And then hopefully we can grab this. And yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Can we grab a 2-lane road, or a one-way road? And I just want to go out as little as possible. That's how much it wants me to go out then. I could just do, the other one looks kind of ugly. Maybe I should just do this one kind of ugly. I was trying to do something a little better though. Okay. Well, that seems like a little bit of an unnecessarily long entrance ramp, but I think it'll be all right. And then meanwhile on this side, they'll go like that. So a little bit of an intersection right here, and then they will be able to get on the freeway both ways, and this should really help our traffic through town. If we check that out. Yeah, we did see there was some congestion coming up here with having the tram go through this intersection. So we will have to look at that. Probably something we'll fix sooner than later. This area is getting happy now because they can actually get materials now, but they do need more industrial areas. Let me go ahead and rip out all of these abandoned buildings over here. Allow new stuff to come in quicker. And what we're going to do is we're going to start to zone out an area for oil. So if we haven't done this before, we're going to go ahead and grab our zoning tool. And we're going to grab the industry area, paint industry area. And we're going to go ahead and do like so. Just like that. And I think that's all the area we need. Some of the storage and stuff doesn't actually have to be in the industry area, so I think I'm going to go ahead and bring this up like this. But we'll have to remember the whole area is not the oil. So that would be it. Oh, we need to give it a specialization. And we do that by grabbing... Oh my gosh, do I not... I don't have oil! Until 5,500 I have played myself. Alright, what are our other options? We could do a little bit of forestry stuff, but that probably isn't really worth it there. Well, I guess we bought out this area next. But I kind of wanted to buy this area up here to continue to get up here. And there isn't really, yeah, there's not really going to be ore for us in this playthrough until way, way later on. This huge, huge farming area here. It's just so far away from everything else. That's the problem. I think we just are going to expand the regular industrial area for the time being then to get our population up. Or like I said, could we do the forestry here? I don't know if that's enough resources. Yeah, let's do forestry then. We'll do a small forestry, and if we want to expand this one greatly, we can do that. So yeah, let's do forest. All right. And we can go ahead and sign. How do we do this? I don't even remember. This area has no specialization. Oh, we have to build an industry main building. Right, okay. So if we grab a main forestry building, we can go ahead and put that right here. Or somewhere in here. I don't know if we want to put it on the main street, actually. Might not be ideal. Let's put it here anyway. Nice. And now we can start making things. We can make a small tree plantation. So let's start to grab some roads. We're going to be using our industrial roads for this. And we're going to make some very straight plots here. I do want this to be able to connect up with some other areas. Though at the same time, it should kind of be its own isolated part because it is an industrial area to itself. So maybe some walking paths we'll set up here. I don't know that I really want to connect this up with the rest of the area. Unfortunately, this is breaking our tram there, but I think that's okay. We will continue more work with the trams. At a later time, we'll fix those up, get them looking all good. Let's go ahead and upgrade that. Yeah, so the tram will end right here. But we can keep it going and maybe feed it over this way. That'd be nice. But to start with, let's get our industry area going. So to do that, we already have our main forestry building. We need to add a small tree plantation. Used to cultivate adder, beech, or conifer. Alright, so we can go ahead and put that here. And we also do need a sawmill. But we need to get a little more money first. Alright, now we have the sawmill. So we can keep putting trees right here. We're probably going to need to put some larger tree farms here in the middle. So let's put the sawmill. We could actually put it here if we zoned it. Yeah, I kind of like that idea actually. So let's go ahead and expand our zoning area. Lots of problems here as we just need more resources in our town, which our industry area here will help with. So let's go ahead and expand our industry area here. Like so, just kind of in this area. That's good. So we're going to be using that kind of awkward space we have there, which is great. So it's going to go, let's just put it right there. There we go. Very good. Okay, so now that we have the processing plant, we can look at this and we can see we're producing raw forest products and the goal is to turn into this stuff. Right now we have 63 workers and we're actually losing money, but that's all right. We have the appearance of conifer here. Could make them beech, could make them adder. I kind of like the idea of doing one of each. So if we go down to our area again, we could add another tree farm. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to have room for 3. Actually, can I move this, though? Okay, how big are these? I want to be able to fit 3 there. So it leaves 5 empty. Right? I think I could fit it if I move the road over. Let's get this looking how we want it to now so that we don't have to deal with it afterwards. Oh, I actually thought those... Ooh, did we already have this moved all the way over as much as we could? Okay, I might have just made a mistake. Let's go to our industrial area. Small tree plantation. Oh, just barely can't fit. So let's tear this out and we'll put that right there. I'm not sure we need these 3 off the bat, but I think it's kind of nice to have them like that. And then we can wrap them up. You know what? If we have the extra room here, let's go ahead and leave a space between them. I think I'm wasting a lot of money just destroying these, but it's okay. We're going to actually just leave a space in between them for walking. Let's snap to nothing but the grid. Yep, because I want it to... Oh, no, please. I want to be able to build it as close to here as... Yes, just like that. Just like that, yep. And... Oh. We're going to take out this road just because it's going to kind of mess up with how it is formatted right now. So we'll take this road all the way here. We will take the tram part that way, and we will take the regular road just like that. There we go. And now we have 3 tree farms, and we can give them each a different appearance. And let's go ahead and build a path. I'm going to turn on the game. Turn off everything except grid here. And yeah, giving the workers something to walk between here. This is going to be somewhat of an industrial tree farm, in the sense that it's kind of going to be in town a little bit. It's not out in the middle of the forest or anything like that. But we will be giving workers plenty of things to do here. We have some plain timber. We are losing money here. Produced resource units until next level. Yeah, we're losing money, but why are we importing so much? What is a sawmill doing? Production rate 300 units. So how much So this is the thing you got to do with the industries, and I'm be the first to admit I am not the greatest with them. You need to go in, you need to make sure that what you're producing, okay, now we're doing a little bit better once these are now operational. In fact, this has the issue where it doesn't have enough raw, oh wait, what? Why doesn't this have enough raw products? You should have plenty with 3 of these. Production rate 2,500 a week. Okay, it figured itself out. Yeah, so we actually are going to probably get a little extra, which is fine. I'll go ahead and put a warehouse right here once we are able to. And hopefully this is going to start fixing our issue of not having enough raw goods, which these places we're having over here. Also going to allow us to build some more residential areas somewhere. Probably going to do that over this way to start to accommodate for our oil area once we hit 5,500. I have a building, okay, yeah. I didn't expect trams to go that way, but I guess they fixed themselves. I will have to look at that at some point. Yeah, more buildings going away. Still not enough raw resources. Of course, I'm not sure if it depends what they actually need. How are we doing over here? Are still losing money, but we're doing a little bit better now. The industries just take time, so we're gonna let that run for a bit. You know what? Can people walk here even? I don't know if people can walk on this sidewalk. Oh, they can. Oh, okay. Yeah, they can. So what we can also do is we can take a path or two, assuming there's somebody maybe that works over here. We can take a path or two and run it right through the kind of forest area over here. How do we want to? I kind of want to put it right there in the middle, but yeah, just like that maybe. So if anybody lives over here, they'll be able to walk to work now, walk across there, get there a little bit easier. We might have to take this path out in the future, but we're also going to go ahead and put a path right here. Which, is there a way to cross the street right there? I guess there is. Oh, yep, you can cross the street right there. So I'm going to put this path right here. It's going to look a little funny on this wall, on this hill there, but I think it'll be all right. We'll take care of that. Our industrial needs going down. We do still have a couple people leaving, but it will figure itself out. We're also losing people in our town, which is not great. But I think that too will figure itself out. Also, I took both of these loans out, so let me go ahead and pay these back. And I also increased the taxes to 13%, which makes me a horrible person, I think, but it also generates me money. And with that, I'm going to increase the funding that we're giving our education and our roads. Remember, way back at the beginning of the game, we lowered our road budget. So if we increase that, we'll start paying more stuff for those, but it'll be worth it in the long run. Maybe I should have just built an industrial area, like a regular one, because this is taking a bit. These guys are still having that issue. They should also be able to get products from outside of town, which they are not doing. They should be able to get imported products from out here. Because they can just, yeah, like a delivery truck could come up here, go this way, and then go right there. Not enough goods to sell, yeah. Zone more industrial area to produce goods. Do I just need general industrial to take care of those, though? I'm not sure, actually. Let me zone a little bit more over here in the area that we do have. We do still have a little bit of extra zoning. We'll see how fast this goes in. Toss that in there. Maybe put a little bit over here as well. I think it would make sense to have some industrial stuff over here. Kind of in this area. Yeah, I think that'll make sense. That'll look fine right there. And then that way we'll take care of that demand a little bit. Take care of that demand a little bit, as well as continuing to grow our city, because we are losing people right now, and I think it's mainly because there's nowhere to shop. Get rid of a couple of these. Oh, no, don't delete that. Not enough raw materials over here. Still. Which is odd to me, because we have 3 plantations running. We are bringing in some imported products now. So this says it's producing... Right now it's producing 2,500 units a week. This one's producing the same. So this one's producing actually the most. But so between all of these, they should be producing almost 10,000 units a week, which I believe the sawmill can't even handle that much. So, oh, we're turning profit on it now, though, so that's good. Oh, cool. Okay, I guess it's figured itself out. Yeah, I would like to do more of a kind of wooded area, but as you guys can see, this map is very, very flat in most parts of it, so I guess this would be an option for a tree farm. Not my favorite thing in the world, but it gets the job done for sure. Starting to get that residential demand up as well. Trying to decide if I want to put that in here. Probably would be the smartest thing to do. And what we could do is we could also go and grab one of our zoning things. And we could actually give this a self-sufficient building specialization. Or an organic and local produce specialization. Which would be pretty interesting. Yes, this would be residential areas. So having a little bit of a different look in that area I think would be cool. Now let's go ahead and do that. So I think I have an idea for this, an interesting looking area. I'm thinking of some type of oval. Now, I don't know how much this will help. I think this will be something later down the line. But I did get a tip that if you delete these trees, it actually helps the game not lag as much later, because when you place stuff all over the trees, it deletes the trees, but the game still kind of thinks they're there. So it just removes the amount of assets that the game is loading, and as we continue our city and make it larger and larger, that is definitely going to be something that we want to account for. Alright, so I don't know how this is going to look, but my idea for this, again, we're going to continue to use the tram tracks because that is what we've been using generally on this side of town. My idea is to make kind of like a big oval area. And I don't really know how this is going to look. But yeah, let's try it. We're going to try it. Well, that looks just not good. Alright, maybe we do something like this instead. Like the idea of having that there. Then going ahead and upgrading this. I suppose it should just be a one-way. Yeah, that's fine. And then going ahead and taking... Yeah, I'm working on the residential area. That's what it's telling me to work on now. Maybe a bus area. Maybe we actually add bus lanes and then we can do more buses in this area. Let's go straight. So we can go right out from here. Yeah, I just didn't account for more traffic in here is the thing. Roundabout would be good. Alright, we need to pause the game before everything freaks out. Kind of thinking on the fly here. We already have a... Yeah, okay. We already have a... intersection right there, so we can delete that. We're going to go ahead and actually not have the bus lane on that one, but we are going to, I think, use the bus lanes in this area. Be something a little different. It'll be a way for people to get across town by using the bus, because we could potentially use the bus in other parts of the town, maybe the ore area, for example. Well, we've been using the trams, though, so maybe we should... Let's stick to the trams, because it causes less traffic, actually. So, sticking to the trams here. We actually are going to upgrade this to there. And then let's take our other tram road. And we can draw it out this way. I'm trying to just do something interesting with this area. It's mainly my goal here. And I don't know that any of this counts as interesting. It might just count as ugly. So what if we had that, and then we had like roads going up like this? Yeah. That's kind of looking like something. Now seems like a great time to stop the episode, guys. I will work on this area, and I'll show you the general design of it in our next episode. We'll go over that. We'll work on our residential area, and we'll get this town moving towards 5,500 people. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.